Fridays. I'm your host, Angela DiCarlo, with Jim Hickey and Mick Moore.
Howdy. Hola. Aloha.
Jim is going to a party tonight, so he won't be sharing the margaritas, but
Corona.
he is doing the beer. So cheers.
It must be Margarita Friday again.
It must. Today we're going to talk about social media marketing versus search engine marketing. The distinction between the two and which one is more impactful for your business in today, 2010's market. So Jim, would you like to introduce it?
Yeah, I've seen a trend going on over the last year or so, and I got a little report on my phone here I'm going to pull up and talk about in a little bit after we go on. But I've been seeing more people are getting their answers from social media sites, either from a Twitter search or from a Facebook search. And Google should be worried. They should be very worried. Yahoo is obviously worried because Facebook just passed Yahoo on the Alexa ranking as the number 2 site. It was Google, Yahoo, Facebook. Yep. Now it's Google, Facebook, Yahoo. Wow. And so there's a reason why these sites are getting passed up and social media is getting big. And I actually think Facebook has a plan, a master plan. I've read some blogs on this to overtake Google.
You know why that is? Here it is in a nutshell. When someone recommends a restaurant or they recommend a movie, who do you trust?
They're your friends first.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, because on the Google search, when you type in a restaurant or some other search engine, you're getting what the advertisers want you to see.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Now,
Who paid for the best SEO?
It's what we call skewed. Not screwed, skewed. It's biased because the advertiser obviously wants to throw the best stuff up there. But what if you went to this restaurant, that you read all about online, and you went to the restaurant's website and you're like, wow, this looks really great, and the food just sucks. Had you talked to 2 or 3 people on Facebook that had eaten there, they could have probably said, you know what, there's a much better place right down the street that's half the price.
Yeah, and we were just talking about this before. You could get your Yelp review or your Foursquare review. So people now are using Foursquare is kind of an up and coming thing. So when you're at a restaurant and you Foursquare and you add a tip, I'm at Old Venice, order the magic mushrooms, they're delicious. That's a tip that people are getting, and that tip goes to Facebook, it goes to Twitter. Someone's sitting there, they check their Twitter, their Facebook, they go, wow, Old Venice, magic mushrooms, those sound good. Oh, Jim's at Old Venice, I'm going to go to Old Venice tonight. So that they never get to the point of typing into Google, I'm going to go Italian food San Diego. It's been cut off by the social media.
Well, it's also been cut off because they're in their car,
yeah,
or they're sitting on a boat, or they're on the golf course, and they don't have a laptop or a desktop. They have their phone.
Yeah, iPhone, Android, BlackBerry.
So where are you going to go? First place for me to go wouldn't be Google. It would be Facebook, and I would throw it out there. And I know, Jim, you do this a lot. Hey, anybody know where I am right now? Or anybody have a suggestion? And you have a slew of suggestions, and guess what? These are first-party, unbiased suggestions from people that either bought the product or visited the restaurant or saw the movie.
Yeah.
So as a business, would you recommend building up your Facebook page, your Yelp page, or how would you go about it as a business?
I think that Facebook is going to evolve as the king of all of them. Twitter definitely has a purpose. Twitter is volume, building, traffic, keywords. There's definitely a value for Twitter and real-time news and news stories.
So I think Twitter is your electronic freebie postcard.
Yeah. You're gonna you can drive traffic with Twitter. You can get information with Twitter. Facebook definitely takes it down a notch, where a lot more connectability with who you are, your friends, and connecting. So Facebook fan pages, groups are the way to go. Build those at a high level.
I'm with you,
and you're going to have a good thing. I want to touch on a couple stats, and I'll give credit to BrianSolis.com. He had a blog, and actually my friend Gretchen Gary turned me on to this. But it showed a stat here, and it was social networks versus Google on referral traffic. And they showed a few bullet points here. And USA Today had the results of their web traffic from USA Today. 35% of their web traffic came from social media.
Yep.
6% of their web traffic came from Google. So what's happening is someone's seeing an article on USA Today, and they're like, I want to share that with my friends. So they're taking that link and they're sharing it out. So they're driving traffic to their site from that one. People Magazine is another one. 23% of their traffic to people.com comes to social media, and 11%. ESPN, 12% of ESPN's traffic, ESPN.com, comes from social media sites, sports, teams, reporting stuff. 6% is coming from Google. Actually, this graph is Google. So Google is on the way. And one more, iTunes. 11% of the traffic coming to iTunes comes from social media. The other 9% is coming from Google. So what I see is a very, it's been gradual, but there's a shift.
Well, there's
shift.
You're going to see a hockey stick going up. What's going on? Because what I wanted to touch on, which you brought up a really good point, is the people sharing the information, and who are you going to believe? You know, the person that wrote the ad, or the person that actually went to the restaurant and tried the steak. You know, for me, I'm going to trust what my friend tells me, and I'm going to go out and check it out myself. Now imagine if you could advertise in that forum for a fraction of what it costs to advertise on Google, and the people that are going to be opening and looking at your ad actually are the targeted people that your ad is trying to hit.
Yeah.
And I just did that whole thing with Ryan Dice. You know, kudos to Ryan Dice on his Facebook advertising program, the Facebook formula, which is absolutely mind-boggling, because if you think about it, we all give all our information into Facebook. I love to share information. You guys know that.
Yeah.
But if you look at my Facebook thing, man, I tell you my favorite book, my favorite movies, my favorite food, my hobbies, my aspirations, my inspirations, everything about it. Imagine targeting an ad that the ad goes out and it looks at all 4 billion people on Facebook and goes, oh, here's 3 million people that are looking for your product exactly, and your ad is tuned to that. And we're going to talk about that in another episode coming up. But the power of Facebook and social media alone is, I mean, you guys really got to take notice, because not only are we all out there, you know, conniving and jostling and jousting and trying to get our position on the web, but with social media, we're just talking and we're just sharing information, which is, there's an honesty level there that you're not going to find anywhere else. And I think that's what makes advertising and sharing of information on the social media so powerful.
Now there is a little counterpoint on that with those Facebook ads that you see on the side there, and there is a difference between the Google ads and Facebook ads, where when someone types in something into Google, they are searching for that exact term. They're searching for that product.
Right.
When someone is on Facebook, they are not searching for anything. They are on there for another purpose, to connect with their friends, see where they're going. They're getting targeted with ads based on their demographics.
It's subliminal almost.
It's subliminal, but the people that are on Facebook are sharing stories more than searching for an exact term. So there is a little hope there for the Google search side, but like the Facebook ads you're talking about, they're they are getting clicked on by people, but I don't think. I mean, you guys, do you go on Facebook looking to purchase something?
I think that's the beauty of it. Do you go to television to get pitched an ad?
No.
But if something pops up and you're like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's the magic of Facebook with these ads, is that you're not searching for ads. You're hanging out with your friends and talking, and all of a sudden, get your oil changed for 50% off, and you're like, I need to change I have got to change my oil this month. Click.
I would never have bought my Charger Snuggie if I had not seen the Snuggie commercials.
There you go.
That's it.
Well, that's a very good point. I'm going to stop these two gentlemen now because there's so much more information they can share in our next video about Facebook ads. So thank you for visiting us. We'll see you again next Margarita Friday.
All right, peace.
Ciao.